Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video I'm going to be going over my Gold Rush openings. This is going to be the crate openings, not the actual gold pulls themselves, because I'm going to save them for my end of month videos, and I got some pretty decent pulls from those, but we're going to be going over the actual missions themselves. You can see you can get these crates here where it has one of these 5 characters that you can get. It is pure odds, so it's like exactly the same odds for every single character. Obviously in here, on face value, there are worse characters and there are better characters, but all of these are 10% characters in the gold mythic wheel, so they are harder to come by characters. And I always say that RNG is as good as the worst reward, and in this crate, the worst reward, air quotes, would potentially be like Carol. But Carol is a good character. Now, it's not good for me because I have her at LB3 already, but she is a good character. She is a character that unlocks mythic trials, and she is going to be useful for, you know, someone who has not got any sort of roster. But if you've got a built-up roster from free-to-play, you're most likely going to have her because she was in the museum, so she would be considered like the worst character in here. The rest is just based on your RNG, whether you pulled for them when they were promos, so on and so forth. I know people who have completely dodged this crate and are hoping that another one's going to come out. And the predictions are there's going to be a tough, fast, and strong version of this little gold mythic mission here, because this is pure alert, because they already have LB3 Shiva and LB3 Lou. So they're like the best characters in here I already have, so I'm going to dodge. Now, me personally, I don't have 4 of these characters, so that's why I went for it. And then there's this other crate, which is a little bit random. In this crate, I don't like that much. I'd prefer the minimum to be much higher. The odds were also, you know, pretty well even, except for obviously the big reward. But I would prefer the minimum to be boosted up here a little bit, at least like half a pull in these crates personally. And then I think you should have like a 50% chance to at least get a pull. So it could be like 20% for 5,000, 20% for 7.5, and then 20% for 10. So that's 60% chance of getting a pull or not, because the top 60% would be 10,000 or more. But yeah, right now it's what, 80% of not getting a pullback. Just as it doesn't feel as like great, if you know what I mean. And there was only one of these crates in here, so you know it was all or nothing pretty much, whether they were going to get the top thing or the second thing. Now I'll show you what I got from my crates, so you can just see what I got as my rewards. I did get quite lucky in both of my pulls, honestly. I got two of the better sides of the pull in these 2 crates. So here they are. We got that bag to open, guys. What can be in that bag again? Shiva, Veronica, Sam and Tom, Mr. Lou. I think it's pretty much just Shiva and Lou that I really want. I wouldn't mind Veronica and Sam and Tom, but I really would want Shiva and Mr. Lou. Carol's the only one I don't want, so I mean, we kind of know what might happen right now, you know. We'll see. We shall see. What are we gonna get? What we gonna get? Oh, we've also got the token chance crate as well. I'll open the alert one first. Hey, I'll take a Mr. Lou. I'll take a Mr. Lou. Can I do anything with a grade 1 Mr. Lou? Or grade 4, should I say? Yeah, his rush is still pretty fast. And I can get him into a rush pretty quick. Okay. His signature move is still turn 1. At grade 4. I'll take a Mr. Lou. I'll take a Mr. Lou. Okay. I'll take. Now we want the huge luck. This is like 0.5% at 10 pulls, guys. If we get 2k out of this, we've got the worst thing. But if we get 100,000, we're kings for a day. Here we go. Oh, 10,000. Wait, was that the top one? Wait, no, that wasn't. I think that was the second from top one, though. I think it was 100,000, right? I think it was 100. Was it 100,000? That was the second from highest. 19.5%. So I got a Mr. Lou, and I think he's probably the best character in there for me personally. because at grade 4, he's still actually usable on an attack team. I can not level him up and rely purely on my lieutenant system, and I am going to be able to get, you know, pretty decent infection out of him. He has already got a 5-star weapon, so I can either upgrade it or put another 5-star weapon in his hands. I've got a little bit of selection here, and I can just scale him up right now. I've got the characters already set in place. You know how I do the level up stuff with the silvers. I might do a little video explaining how I do that in a bit better detail, just because I do have some people asking about that. And I'm going to make him tier 4 straight away. I think it's worthwhile just tier 4ing him, because you see all these skill unlocks that are coming in. So you can see at grade 4, his signature move is pretty good. It's a turn 1 signature move, and it gives 50% infection. Even not leveled up right now, he's level 721. He's got pretty decent stats without any level, so on an attack team, that's not going to be too bad. He can work on, you know, conquest and stuff like that. I don't have to do conquest, but if you do, if you get a grade 4 Lu, it's still good. You don't necessarily have to level him up if you've got reasonable amounts of lieutenant system. His passes aren't that great at this point. The only one that's good is Great Wall, and I won't be using him on a defense team just yet. I think Poison Blood is where he would get good, because he would do infection when he dies. So that would be good when he's low level, but he doesn't get that until later level. So it's kind of a sad thing there. But overall, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this pull. I think most people will be happy with Mr. Lu. It is my first, but we'll see what they come around when it comes to the other traits. When it comes to you know, the other traits being strong, tough, and fast, we could potentially see some much more recent characters come in, depending on the timing. But I'm guessing we're not going to see either of Lao Po or Raulito come into this, but it could be characters like it's going to be promos primarily, so like Herschel, Tara, and then maybe like skins, that sort of stuff. And then tough probably has a bit of a nicer selection. You've got like Vance and Davey in here as some of the more recent promos. And strong, it probably will have like Michonne 2000 and Marcus, so like characters that unlock potential mythic trial. The main thing I dislike about this event, while it does seem to be trait specific like this one, it hasn't been communicated to us whether there are going to be future ones. And I think that is obviously because they want people not to save, and they want people to spend on this one and then be like, damn, there's another one, and then spend to get that one done. But I think without them saying anything, this does seem like a trait specific one. And I know some of you, I did speak to some people on my stream in terms of what trait you potentially would stop for, and I did see some people saying like tough and strong in terms of like characters for Mythic Trial for strong seem pretty good, like Mythic Davey and Vance, like I said before, for tough. So I think there are some very desirable characters potentially in these RNG crates, and you can let me know in the comments down below if there was a trait specific gold rush that came out, which one was the one that you were going to go for. How many pulls did you actually manage to get done in this event? This is quite important as well. I managed to do 15 overall. I did stop. I could do 4 more so I could get this extra reward, but it didn't seem worth it, you know? It seemed better to try and start saving right now for the next potential one that comes around, and then try and hit like 10 or 15 again. And it does seem like the best way of doing things for me. But like I say, let me know in the comments down below, how many gold mythic pulls did you do in this event? What did you get? Did you get to 15? Did you get to 10 and get those crates? Did you get these 2 crates here? What did you get out of here? And what did you get out of here? Did anybody get the 100,000? That's 10 pulls. 0.5% chance. Someone had to do it. That's going to happen. Every 200 people who does this, someone's going to get that. And surely we've got thousands and thousands of people actually doing this. So, you know, quite a few people should come out of it with one of these big boy pulls. Do tell me, like I said, do tell me what you got in the comments down below. Do tell me what your thoughts are on these sort of events. If you're free to play, how many, you know, pulls did you actually manage to do? Because I don't think free to play are getting too many gold mythic pulls right now, unfortunately. I think it's like, you're lucky if you manage to store up like 2 to 3 during January. It does seem very, very slow. But like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.